What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my YouTube channel. All right, I haven't done an unboxing video in quite some time, so just got something in the mail today, decided to unbox it. And while I'm unboxing this, I wanted to discuss silver. So the price of silver obviously has steadily been going up, which is fantastic. But what I think a lot of other channels are failing to discuss is the fact that premiums or the value of collectible silver has gone way, way down. And specifically, American Silver Eagle proofs. This will basically include graded proof American Silver Eagles. Again, these range from 1986 to current 2024. And you can get them graded, and you can also get them raw. So, let me put this blade away so I don't cut myself while I'm talking. Oh, and real quick, if you're wondering why this CD is here. So these are my old CDs from the mid-90s, and I was going to sell this one, but I noticed this particular artist designed their CD. Almost looks like in between a Morgan silver dollar and a Peace silver dollar, so I thought it was pretty interesting. Did I notice this when I was a late teenager when I bought this CD? No, but I noticed it today. But this is the Toadies Rubberneck. It's actually a pretty good CD or group. They do sound exactly how they sound recorded. They sound that way live. Not sure if they're still out there performing, but pretty good album. So anyways, here's the item. I don't see anything else in the box, so the seller of this item did a really nice job giving me all this packing material. I do recycle and reuse packing material and boxes. I don't like to just throw them out and trash them, and I do plenty of reselling. So sometimes if you guys buy from me, you will sometimes get a recycled box. But for the most part, like, I use my own boxes and my own packing material, but for some of the older, like, collectible stuff, not so much coins, I'll definitely recycle packaging. So this is exactly, if you're buying a Proof American Silver Eagle, this is how you want to get it. Like, this is great. So you definitely want to get it boxed. Don't send these in an envelope. Definitely send them boxed. And it's going to probably be over 4 ounces when you ship it out. So if you're below 8 ounces or above, you're going to be above 4 ounces. You might as well just box it if you're selling it. So far, I'm liking the packaging. So some things to look for when you're buying American Silver Eagles is make sure there's like no dealer stickers in the box. Believe it or not, people do like a nice, clean-looking box. It is common. You'll see like old stickers, or someone pulled a sticker off where you can tell there was an old sticker here before they pull it off, and it pulls some of the paint off. Again, it's just a box, but people that collect this stuff, man, they want this as original as possible. I forgot what year this is, but we're going to find that out fairly shortly. So you want to make sure there's no water damage. So we're going to open up here 2004. This should be a West Point. And yes, it is West Point Mint. So they made plenty of these. John Mercanti is the designer of this coin, and this is what, a 2004. So these certificate of authenticities, or COAs as they call it, they can be worth up to $5 to $10. It is a pain in the butt for whatever reason. Sometimes these get lost. Usually if it was probably given to someone that was younger, or maybe someone was older, left it on a desk somewhere, and then their significant other, or you accidentally threw it out. So these are important to make sure it's complete. And then the inner box is velvet. Now, they don't do this anymore, so if you're going to buy something from the US Mint today, it's a cheap Chinese made black box, nothing fancy. But these older ones have a nice actual velvet case. And this gentleman who sold me this, or this lady, put little 2 pieces of cotton in here so that this thing wouldn't be rattling around, which is pretty nice. So if you can see the detail, this actually is like a plush, but I forgot what they call this. Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, flocking, that's what they call this. So it's basically when you take a lot of fine hairs or pelt. I shouldn't say pelt. Like, it's definitely a synthetic, like a nylon, and you just bombard it. It gives this like fuzzy feeling, but they call that, I believe it's called flocking. Not pilling. Pilling's when you have a sweater that you wore too many times or a shirt and you get those little pills in the end, but this is called actual flocking. So again, I believe they stopped doing flocking in 2019, maybe. Yeah, I think 2020 is when they started getting, actually in the middle of 2020. So I want to say the first ones had nice flocking, and then the type 2 no longer came in these nice cases. So correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Anyways, you open them up here. It's not magnetic. It's just spring loaded. And inside we have the nice obverse. And you're going to have a little picture here of the American Silver Eagle here. And again, this is a proof. And there's a little pelt here that you pull up to pull the coin out with its capsule. And these capsules are specifically made for the US Mint, so you cannot purchase these separately. So if anyone out there is trying to sell you a capsule for a US Mint proof American Silver Eagle, and you want it to fit perfectly inside your felt, or your, I keep wanting to say felt, let's just call it a felt clamshell, they call it. It's not going to fit in there. So like this one, it squeezes in there. It's a little loose, but you're supposed to be able to use this to pull it out. So those aftermarket ones are either too thin or they're not wide enough to fit inside there. So let's take a closer look. We're going to do some zoom in action here. I always recommend, you can get these from Costco or whatever, but you take a microfiber, and then you don't want to brush it on too hard, but just do that to kind of get rid of any like hairs or residue. You can always use your finger too, I guess. And of course, it's not perfect. It's going to leave some residue here. But what you're looking for when you purchase these, especially at the coin shop or from another collector or at a coin show, or you're getting this from the US Mint, is you want to see if there's, especially these older ones here, you want to make sure there's no milk spotting. So milk spots are like little, looks like white dust, or like someone literally spilled milk in the fields. You don't want to see any of that stuff. Sometimes there can be a milk spot, and then it just kind of irradiates. So it could be like a little dot, but you don't want to mistake in that. So like these little things here, that's just dust on the capsule. So this obverse is looking fantastic, and this is 100% authentic. If you are unsure and you're brand new to the hobby, you can get one of these neodymium magnets. This one has a little like rubber tip on it, but there's definitely a very powerful magnet in there, and you wouldn't want this magnet sticking to your coin. It will stick to the case because they actually use real metal on this American Silver Eagle, or Heraldic Eagle, I should say, and it'll also hold on to here. So if you have your coin in the clamshell and you do this, and you're like, oh man, it's fake. No, it's not. So obviously this doesn't stick to the coin, but I can pull the case up. Can't pull the coin up. Well, that's terrible filming. You can't see that, but yeah, we can't pull the coin up, but we can pull this up. All right. And then if you really wanted to make sure, you can always bring it to the coin shop, compare it to others. It's very, very hard to fake these, so it's very difficult to make this look like an authentic one that I'm here holding in my hands. So the fake ones from China, they just don't look right. The other thing too to look for is in the font of the numbers will look goofy, and you'll see like the rim of the coin. See how like perfectly struck that is? It's a little off struck, but there's like no errors or bleeding of like the rim into the field of the coin. Things like that. I mean, I've seen hundreds of these, so I know this one's authentic, but if you're brand new to the hobby and you're getting your very first one, obviously if you're getting it from eBay, that's great, but don't don't buy it from someone that lives in China or Germany or out of the country. There's no reason for any U.S. person, or if you live in Canada, to purchase an American-made product outside of America. You're kind of asking for trouble. So we're going to take a look at the reverse. So this is the original reverse. So this reverse is the same reverse that came out in 1986, and again they changed that middle of 2020. And the W here is for the West Point Mint, and as you can tell, this reverse is perfect. Now I can tell just by looking at this that nobody, like a younger person or an older guy, has actually peeled this open. Sometimes you'll see these and you can tell someone played with it, meaning someone opened it up, maybe looked at it, put it back, thought everything was fine, and then there's like a hair or something in there, or like skin. I know that sounds gross, but that is the case. So anyways, getting to the hobby itself. So I believe this is, now I know silver is up, but it kind of doesn't matter. This is the time to buy proof American Silver Eagles. Now, since I got back in the hobby early 2020, late 2019, I don't ever remember seeing proof American Silver Eagles so cheap and available on eBay. So I believe a lot of people are dumping their collections, or they're bringing their proof sets where someone passes or someone just needs money, and they're walking into a local coin shop. My guess is a local coin shop, if you have a complete American proof set, so you've got your Eagle coin here in its original capsule, you've got the clamshell, you've got the certificate of authenticity, you've got the original box. My guess is a local coin shop would probably give you anywhere from 45 to 50 bucks. Maybe 55 if you're lucky. Now this is different if it's a rare one that wasn't mint as much, like a 1994. Those probably still go for about 120, but you're probably only getting maybe 80 bucks, maybe 65 to 80 bucks for a rare 1994. And then obviously there's a extremely rare 1995 W, which that only came in a gold set, and those things are like a couple of grand. But other than that, this is the time to buy proof American Silver Eagles for cheap, either on eBay or from, and again, your big retailers sell them as well, like APMEX, Liberty, you name it. It's just some of the bigger shop resellers, they just do like a generic government picture, and you're not actually getting to see your coin. So why would someone like myself want to buy this to resell? It's kind of like something that it's harder to make money on. You got to kind of bury a little bit extra into it. Well, I like to look for coins like this that I believe a collector, true collector that wants a very nice looking, perfect looking coin, they'll pay up for something like this, something that has not been tampered with, something that doesn't look, obviously has milk spots in it, or, you know, scratches or marks on the capsule. Just someone that wants something as perfect as it came from the U.S. Mint. Not saying the U.S. Mint did a really good job, but probably back in 2004, they probably did a better job than they do now. But that's kind of my thought. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about proof American Silver Eagles. This is like my second most favorite coin design, and I'm already used to the reverse of the newer ones. But this actual, I don't know what it is, like maybe because I was 10 years old in 1986 and I saw this in a coin shop for the first time, and I didn't see a proof one. I just saw a regular 86. I still think it's definitely one of my most favorite designs from the U.S. Mint. And it wasn't a circulated coin, obviously. You know, it's a bullion piece, but I think right now is the best time, even though silver is up. I mean, guys, if you're going to spend 30, 32, 35 bucks for a piece of bullion, American Silver Eagle bullion, you might as well get a proof. It's way more collectible. They didn't make as many of them, and they're pretty cheap right now. Now, something like this, I'll probably put in my store for probably 75 bucks, but in 2020, 2021, these were $100 all day long. I remember my local coin shop would pay upwards of $80 for them because they were just harder to find. But I think what's happened since then is because of what our lovely economy is doing to us here in the United States, everything costs so much money where people are bringing stuff like this. I mean, they don't want to. This is probably the last thing in your collection you want to bring in, but people need money. So that's why these are trading for way cheaper than they used to go for. I mean, to put that in perspective, if you ordered a 2024 Proof American Silver Eagle, pretty sure they're probably about $90. So if you can pick up a backdated one for less, like $75, or a perfect looking one like this, I mean, you know what, guys, I might ask 80 for this just because it's so nice, but I think it's well worth it for the right buyer that just wants something that's basically cherry picked or hand picked. So if this were sitting in a case of 20 of them, I'd probably grab this one because I can tell it hasn't been messed with. So hopefully you guys enjoy my channel and this helps you when you're purchasing a Proof American Silver Eagle. And again, I always list the store, my eBay store, in the description. I haven't been doing as many coins lately just because I've been busier with work and I haven't really got a chance to go to my local coin shop to replenish my Morgan silver dollars. But I still have some really nice coins available in my shop and some world coins. So check it out. And then obviously I've been whittling away on some of my older stuff and just turning that stuff into money. You know, I haven't really been going out there to purchase things for reselling because I'm sitting on so much of just stuff. So recently I've been going through older CDs and some of them are surprising. It's like seriously, like 10 years ago when I looked up my CDs, they're pretty much worthless. 5 years ago, I looked up my CDs, they're kind of worthless. Now, some of them are like $3, $4, $5, super easy to list. I'm more than happy to share them, and I'll probably bring the rest of my CDs to Craigslist Hunter. I seen him, he was selling them for a couple bucks in his store, so he'll probably give me $1 a piece, which would be fantastic. Because otherwise I'm just going to donate them. I don't really like donating things to Goodwill and stuff because they're just going to make money on it. So I'd rather, if I'm going to donate it, I'd rather like give it to someone that actually can use it, or turn it into money. And then, you know, maybe next time I eat out at a restaurant or something, I'll give a little bigger tip. That's kind of how I like to donate. But there are certain things where they're not even worth like trying to give to someone. You just donate them. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys as always watching my channel. I'm almost up to 3,000 subscribers, which is unbelievable. And if you have not subscribed and you've watched a bunch of my videos already, if you could please hit the subscribe button, I would like that. And again, let me know in the comments if you guys have been around for a while, what are your thoughts about investing and collecting Proof American Silver Eagles and where the prices are nowadays. Pretty darn cheap, even though silver has touched almost $29, which hasn't been that high in quite some time. So as always, guys, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.